Okay, so I wanted to do a quick video, and from time to time, I'm going to be looking up and I'm going to be looking down. So I have two cameras here, as you can see, my phone and then the one on my laptop as well. So basically, I wanted to do a quick video because earlier I did a post and I got a direct message or DM on Instagram, and I wanted to address it. Um, the person stated to me that I sub post a lot, and I told them that I don't sub post. I post what it is that I learn. I learn from whatever experiences I post what I'm learning. So let me, just really quickly share anything that I learn, anything, any insight, anything that I think of, or question within my own self or in my own psyche. I post about it. I either, do a quick Facebook post, I ask questions, or sometimes I will create a flyer, a picture with quoted words, and then post some words that'll go with it, or I'll do a video. And the reason why I'm doing a video right now is because I thought if she felt that way, maybe somebody else has felt that I sub post, with regards to maybe an experience that I shared with them. Real quickly, the experiences that we have, they belong to all of us. And when we have these experiences, from our own perspective, we get to talk about what it is that we've learned from it. And of course, there are always ways in which we do those things. But if you know me, you know that I'm the type of person that I'm a thinker. And I think constantly, and I'm always trying to better myself. And in the aspect of trying to better myself, I pick apart experiences that I have. I may get into my car, I may get home and I get still, and I think about what is it that I could have done better in that particular experience. What is it that I learned, or what is it that maybe that person may have even taught me from that experience? What could I have done better in that experience? So I'm constantly really trying to reflect on everything that I do so that I can be better. And I want to be better by any means necessary. So whatever it is that I have to do in order to be better and to live better and to have better experiences, to have better moments in my life, then I'm going to make sure that I pick apart those things so that, the next time that I have an experience that's similar or that seems to be going in that same direction, then I know exactly how I need to maneuver in order to have a better experience. So, in saying that, I've never been the type of person that wants to hurt or maim people or to get you or, to say something kind of sideways. That's never been my MO. I'm not that type of person. If you know me, you know that I'll just come out and say whatever it is that, I believe. And it depends truly how important that, that situation is. And for me, a lot of things that I deal with as far as the experiences that I have, they're very important. So I think what happens is a lot of times that we take things personally because we're having a particular experience. And even if a person is able to see the type of experience that we may be having at that moment and they talk about it or they share in whatever aspect of it, you never know that they may be going through the very same thing themselves. So a lot of times we take on things personally when we really shouldn't. We should be able to look at experience and say, well, I can see how she learned something from that experience because I understand her perspective. And when what I believe is if you were to do the very same thing from whatever experience that you experienced, even with me, and you were able to share that experience as far as saying what it was that you've learned, I should be able to respect that. I should be able to respect what it is that you've learned from an experience with me. It doesn't mean that I was the lesson. It just means that that's what you learned from that particular experience. So I think we have to not take things so personal and not allow people to be able to talk about the things that they're learning, or to ask questions about things that they may have their own perception of, but want to know what other people think about that particular subject matter. I ask a lot of questions. I'm very strategic about everything that I do. So I ask a lot of questions. I want to know different perspectives and how people feel about certain things. And I want other people to be able to see how other people think as well, because it's important. It's important that I not believe my way of thinking is the only way of thinking. It's important that I'm able to hear somebody else's perspective and say, okay, I can get that. I can see that. I can understand that as well. So everything that I do, it has something to do with, inspiring other people, motivating other people, being able to help people transform and move into different ways, because I myself am doing that. That's what I want to do with my life. I want to continuously be a change agent and move and transform and transfigure into what it is that I believe that I was called to be and to do. So there will be times that I will talk about an experience that I have with, someone, and no, I'm not going to name any names or anything of that matter. I'm just going to talk about what it is that I've learned, and being able to see things from a different vantage point when you get still and you're able to say, well, I could have done this better. And I understand why I did what I did, because I was feeling a little insecure, or I was feeling a little um, whatever the case may be. I was feeling some type of way about, the experience, and that's why I acted in the way that I did. So maybe I need to be even more transparent about what it is that I'm going through. And in that way, maybe, the full picture of it is expounded upon as well. No one has a monopoly on issues. No one has a monopoly on tragedy, trauma, trials, any of those things. We all go through them. So if a person may be sharing an experience of something, it may be because they too are going through the same thing, so they can see why you're acting the way that you're acting, because they know how they've been in that very same experience as well. So we have to be able to be confrontational in a way that means that we're able to confront some things. And a lot of times we think of the word confrontation or confront as a negative word. It's not a negative word. It's not negative. We should be able to confront our issues and be able to talk about those issues in a way that, is mature, and we're able to have a dialogue back and forth and be able to say whatever it is that we're able to say, but then also be able to share our experiences of what it is that we learn in a way that is insightful, enlightening, and maybe have help people to have epiphanies about their own situations or their own experiences. So I did let her know that I was going to do this video. So I'm not just doing a video and she doesn't know. I did talk with her and I said, I believe it was a learning experience from it. So I told her that I was going to share a video regarding this topic of sub posting. So this is my video. Thank you. Have a great day.